This weekend's fishing forecast is brought to you by Montauk Tackle Company.
Captain Al, Rich Santos. I don't know, Thursday afternoon, not much going on. Got nothing better to do but have some fun. Fireworks, 4th of July, here we go. Potato gun special. Lock and load. Ooh. Okay, Rich, lock and load, dude.
Fire in the hole!
Oh, that's got a right hand hook to it. Hi, this is Captain Al Lorenzetti for skimmeroutdoors.com, bringing you the weekend update and fishing report. This for the weekend of July 6th, 7th, and 8th. Talk about weather first. Looks like each day, chance of thunderstorms, typical summer, type of weather pattern. So you're going to have to kind of work around that. Inshore, what's going on? Interesting week. Monday, striped bass, talking about inshore species, primarily striped bass fluke. Striped bass fishing was tough on Monday, had one fish, like 30 pounds. There were plenty of bunker pods, both east and west of the inlet. I fished both ways, but caught fish to the east. But it was tough. One fish, one pod, quiet. Tuesday, whole different ball game. Tuesday, it was, light them up. Every pod had fish. I had, we caught about 8, released a bunch, kept a few, up to 42 pounds, and left them biting. 11 o'clock, go home. Wednesday, I didn't fish, 4th of July. I'm a patriot. And fished today, Thursday, and today was tough. There was a little roll on, a little bit of a heave on the ocean. Bunker don't like that, kind of breaks up the schools, so I'm attributing it to that. So tomorrow's supposed to be flat, wind come out of the north, so hopefully tomorrow, Friday, will be better. All remains to be seen. So that's kind of the way it is. It's sketchy. One day is great, the next day not so good, one day may be horrible. Today I had a terrible day. I couldn't catch a fish, and I was everywhere. So hopefully tomorrow it'll happen. So you got to get out there. If you don't go fishing, you're not going to find fish. If you sit around and wait for somebody to say, like Captain Al, oh, go there, the fish are there, well, you're going to be too late anyway. So you got to go out, you have to search, you have to try and find the fish. Same with offshore fishing, same thing. Tuna fish, they're all out there, no big abundance, but you got to go find them, search them out. All right, inshore, onward. Fluke fishing, it's okay, nothing great. There are fish being caught southwest of the inlet, down in the fingers to the southwest. A lot of small fish, occasionally a decent fish. Same thing to the east. The artificial reef, east of that. Anywhere from 65 to 85 feet of water seems to be the area. And you just have to spend some time there and work it hard. And you'll be rewarded. There are some decent fish to be caught. A friend of mine fished, Rich Santos, 3-4 days ago. And he fished inside. He had a great time. He fished by the Coast Guard station, Fire Island, the bridge around there. He ended up with 6 keepers. Nothing huge, but 3.5 pounds to 4.5 pounds. And he had a decent catch using Berkeley Gulp, bucktail on the bottom, gulp up above, my old favorite rig. So, there are fish inshore, there are fish offshore, but nothing I can say, hey, go out there and it's awesome. Over here, over there, you got to look around. The offshore scene right now, I called John Napo over at Trophy Tackle in Babylon. He said, Al, got to be truthful with you. It's not really hot. There's some small yellowfin around. One of his customers went to the dip, the tails area, and had 7 fish, but they were small yellowfin. 25 pounds, maybe 35, something in that neighborhood. Same thing in Linden Call, way to our southwest. Small yellowfin, quite a few of them. But on the offshore scene, he's talking about there's a huge eddy coming off the Gulf Stream, way to our southeast now, but it's working its way back to the west. And all the offshore specialists think that when this big warm core eddy comes back towards the canyons, working its way from the east, let's say the tails and the dip, back towards the Hudson next week after the moon, that's when it's going to get real hot. So I would say next week might be a real good week. maybe the tail end of the weekend it might be starting, but next week it could be a real hot week for fishing offshore. Plenty of sharks. Go out there 15, 20 miles offshore, the Linda area, I mean anywhere, the NA South, still a lot of blue sharks, a lot of small makos, occasionally big mako, occasionally big thresher. So shark fishing is really, really good now. So that's a good opportunity for offshore to bend the rod. Just thinking again about inshore sea bass fishing, there's still sea bass on all the little pieces, and that's a possibility as well. But it's kind of like an off week. It's good and bad. Every day is different. That's why they call it fishing, not catching. So you got to get out there, have fun, watch the weather, have a great time, catch them up.